where I'd fill in a little bit on the adventure part of our channel. Helped my father-in-law put in a little mini split system heat pump in their activities room, I guess. Got a big room over the garage. They do crafts and stuff in. So I'm trying to get out of Lexington. And I should have went straight there. I sent y'all on there. Well, no, I guess I'll turn left. Just about to give it up. All right. Can y'all hear me? This city stuff here in just a second. They've got an entire exit shut off. So everybody's having to find different ways around to get places. I promise y'all get to see some countryside here in a couple minutes. I ain't thinking about turning live on until I was sitting at that light for so long. Give y'all a tour of the Paris Pike. It's the road between Lexington and our town, Paris. This is old Paris Pike. We're going to be on it in just a minute. Not in a school bus. This is a pickup. It is bright yellow. They're working on widening this bridge. Bad spot sitting right there on that wall. There you go. Welcome to horse country. another derby winner this year. Hillendale Farm had that horse. That's the Thoroughbred Training Center. That's where they train the horses. Makes sense, doesn't it? Can y'all hear me? All right. The last one of these I did, I ended up, I didn't know it, the sound wasn't on. Howdy, howdy. Welcome to Horse Country. We're on Paris Pike right now. It's the road between Lexington and Paris. This road's nothing but horse farms. Well, majority of it. They've got a few more houses here and there. I can't tell you what the farm on the right. The farm on the left that you can't see is Elmendorf. This is owned by Saudi Arabian or something, because I know the road going into his farm is Mahmoud Lane. Built on the front of it, and it was just neat. And so when he comes back home, he got the barn built just exactly like it. Very good story. My dad's dad used to night watch on that farm, like before I was born. I'd hear stories about stuff. This ain't the original road. start putting red on mowing trucks. Yeah, it's damn. You got right there, I've been to 4 hurricanes with. Florida and Louisiana. Got in disrepair and fell in on themselves and tore down and stuff. This road used to be full of big old houses like that. There's another one right there, but there's a bunch of trees in front of it. Wind's whipping up. Look at them branches. These trees are going up pretty nice. It'll take a couple more years, but I guess it'll be like a tree tunnel coming in town. I need to trim some of this low stuff up. This one on the left really affects how you turn in the gas station coming from the other way. Hey, howdy everybody. Y'all want to see the courthouse? I tell you what, I'll take you to downtown Paris. It's an old town. We got one of the old courthouses that looks like the Capitol building. Not as big, but stuff. Guess I'll light another cigarette. Every year they in Paris, Kentucky, they have the Secretariat Festival. It should be, yeah, it's in the summer sometime. I couldn't tell you what week it is, even month really. Should be pretty soon since Derby just run. Well, welcome to Paris. Paris was named Hopewell to start with, I guess after the Hopewell Indians. Hopewell doesn't sound like a very Indian name, you know. Sounds more like an English name. I'm taking y'all on a tour of downtown Paris. Somebody said something about a courthouse, and I'm like, yeah, we got one. We got an old one. This town's been around since before the state was a state. You know, in 17. I think this town was established like 1764. It's somewhere around there. I mean, you Google it. Don't quote me exactly. I just remember when I was a kid thinking that, you know, that's before 1776. Not usually a tour guide, but I will learn to do better. Now, Amy can read it all in 5 minutes, and she can tell you everything. It's the old cemetery, Paris Cemetery on the left. There's a big entrance to it. There's a lot of tobacco warehouses that are gone now that used to line the street. Ain't like any country town. Here's southern states. Paris, Kentucky. We're getting into downtown, I promise. A lot of old houses that used to be on the street that ain't there anymore, and there's new stuff built. This all used to be old houses. I've been in basements and still had to changing shackles on the walls in this town. You know, they weren't used anymore, but I mean, it's still left, just hanging there. What? Me showing y'all? No. Our channel's called Coinpushing and Adventure. So I figured since I turned on live because I was riding around by myself, and I usually do it on Facebook Live. I do the snow go reports and the weather storm reports and everything when they're going on. I go out and clear roads, trees and stuff, and then call the road department and tell them what's open and what's closed. You know, stuff like that. But I decided to turn it on YouTube today. We got some pretty countryside. It is downtown Paris. Most of these buildings are built in the late 1800s. Now they've got to doing murals of horses on the walls up top. I couldn't tell you what the horse on the top up there on the right is. The horse on the left is Secretariat. And that's Secretariat Park. Let's see if I can take you on this cradle. It's not much, but it's pretty cool. Bronze statue of the horse. Here's the old bank buildings and stuff. That's pretty cool. But there's the old courthouse. Pretty cool. It's neater than everything just being a square box, for sure. And this is an old church. I guess this is the oldest, St. Peter's, the oldest church in town. It and the Catholic church, we passed it a while ago. There's the Duncan Tavern on the right. It's old. I couldn't tell you exactly how old, but it's 1700s. I don't know exactly when. It's just a loop through Paris. Yeah. Sounds like fun, man. There's a YMCA. People's churches there on the right. Tune in at 8 tonight. We'll have a push going on. See y'all later.